What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the Gabriel Show. Now, listen, you tuned into a late night special, okay? Now, I like coming out to the balcony and just praying and having deep thoughts, meditation. And you know what? Outside is truly looking like Revelations. I don't know if you guys are into the Bible. I've been doing a lot of Bible studies lately. And if you just read the chapter of Revelations, right, and you watch the news, you're gonna start to see a lot of comparisons, and it's crazy. Um, it don't even matter, people who are atheists, people who don't believe. I'm telling you, look at what's going on in the world, and a lot of us are very materialistic, and a lot of us have a lot of goals to achieve stardom, achieve a net worth goal, but I'm not chasing none of that, you know. I don't know. Look, even starting my YouTube journey, right? I used to call myself a YouTuber, wanted all the subscribers and all that stuff. I don't even consider you guys to be my subscribers. Since the beginning, I've been saying that YouTube for me is like therapy, right? I like to come on here and just vent. And I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, everybody wants that silver plaque, right? Everybody wants that silver plaque. How do you get to that silver plaque? By hitting your first 100,000, right? But the thing is, I've seen people who literally busted their ass and get to like 70,000 subscribers, but they're still at a deficit of 30,000. And you know what? That deficit right there makes them unhappy. See what I'm saying? It's like you're never content. And then you get to that 100,000, and now you're still not content. Why is that? Because you want the golden plaque now. You no longer want the silver plaque, you want the golden plaque. Do you see? Do you see what the CEO of YouTube did? They're dangling a carrot in front of our face. They do the same thing in the corporate ladder, right? They do the same thing in nursing, where they want you to get your like if you're an LPN, you know what I mean? You're not good enough. You got to get your RN, right? You're not good enough. You got to get your BSN. You got to get your MSN. You got to become a nurse practitioner. You got to become a CRNA. They're dangling something in front of your face, right? And we're just falling for it. We're falling for the traps of society. And you know what? I'm not falling for it anymore. I'm not. I don't want to be a slave, right? And I feel like there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of distraction. There's a bigger picture going on right now. And you see, the news and media likes to use distractions, okay? They'll play a whole Diddy documentary, and they'll play a whole thing about LeBron James and whatnot, and have you distracted and not focus on what's going on in the Middle East, right? World War III is happening right in front of our very eyes, but everybody right now is focusing on a TikTok dance. Am I bugging out? Am I the only one who thinks like this? I don't know. I'm not trying to be some type of conspiracy thinker, or, I'm not trying to start some type of controversy, guys, but I just go into deep thinking sometimes, and I just think about, like, hey, what's the purpose of life? What's important? What is success for me? I'm not chasing a silver plaque. You know what's my silver plaque? My son. My son and my wife, that's my, because I have them, guys, I feel like I feel like a billionaire, right? I feel like a billionaire, and I feel the way I feel in my faith whenever I'm done reading the Bible, the Godfidence I have, because I don't care if my concepts or my thoughts don't make sense to you, because the reason why I say it like that, I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but it's more of a Godfidence, because you know what? My God, he will never unsubscribe from me. You see, when you guys are trying to focus on being hot on YouTube, look, you might be hot for one day, one season, but then, you know what? Boom, out of nowhere, your time could just go, right? One day you're hot, the next you're not. But when you stay 10 toes to God, man, I'm telling you, he will never leave you. He'll never leave you alone. You'll forever be subscribed. And you know what? That's why I don't call you guys my subscribers. I call you guys my brothers and sisters, because we're locked in like this. And that's how I view you guys, right? That's how I view YouTube. You know, people ask me like, how do I grow on YouTube? How do I this and that? Listen, I'm trying to grow in Christ, man. I'm trying to grow in Christ, and I like to come here and vent and just talk with you guys. I don't even care if I make sense half the time. And you know what? It goes back to what my dad told me when I was growing up. My dad told me, listen, if you chase your shadow is going to run away. Try it. Try to chase your shadow right now. Look, see my shadow? If I try to chase it, it's going to run away. But as soon as I stop paying attention and focusing on my shadow and I just walk, shadow starts following me, right? And that goes with everything in your life, okay? When it comes to success, when it comes to manifesting what you want out of this thing called life, as long as you put God first, you know what I mean, and you continue walking and following Christ, everything else is going to follow you, just like your shadow, all right? That's what I want to let you guys know. To get back to my original point, I'm not chasing a YouTube silver plaque. I'm not chasing a golden plaque. You know, I'm always going to be at a deficit, because I'm going to get the golden plaque and then I'm going to ask the YouTube CEO, what else is there? Hell no, I am content, right? I'm content and my eyes are open. I'm not trying to live in this matrix. I'm trying to see what's going on in this world, because you know what? I'm telling you guys, not only is this World War III, but Jesus Christ is coming soon. Jesus Christ is coming soon, and I feel like, yo, if you guys are not reading the Bible, now's the time to start reading it. Now's the time to get closer to God. And yeah, that's my thoughts, man. And I'm telling you guys, I'm not gonna say I'm not qualified to say this, because God could use anybody, but I'm not a pastor. If you guys know my past, if you guys know who I am, if you guys know the things I've went through in my life, you feel me? And the fact that God could still use me and put these thoughts in my mind, I don't know Bible verses off the top of my head. You know, I'm not the most spiritual, but why is it all of a sudden I'm getting drawn closer to God, right? As opposed to being drawn closer to these worldly things, right? Materialism, consumption, you know, the fancy house, the fancy cars, the fancy clothes, all these things. Why is this happening? Why is this not only me? You know what I mean? There's a lot of doctors now. Go on YouTube. You'll see a lot of doctors who are quitting the profession and realizing that there's something more to this thing called life. There's an awakening going on, and I'm telling you guys, if you guys put God first, you will achieve anything you want in this world. But you know what? I'm telling you guys, there's greater treasures, right? There's greater things that God wants to give you, but it's not in this world. And I'm not trying to sound like some next prophet, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound like King Solomon, but sometimes when God's speaking to you, man, you just got to open your mouth and vent it out, man. You got to vent it out, man. That's what's in my heart. That's what's in my soul. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. But anyways, I love and appreciate you guys. You tuned into another episode of The Gabriel Show. Peace. I mean, something's really different. Something's really specific. I mean, I really made $1 million in a minute. I haven't made $1 million in a minute. Maybe if I really make a minute. How much do you make in a minute? Well, I make a lot. Listen, man, the dividend, I make a block. Oh my God, why are they trying to block my stock? Trying to cop a GameStop stock. But damn it, boy, did you make $1 million in a minute? I don't know. Haven't been here in a minute. Haven't been in the zone, man. Yeah, I'm finished. And they let me off, man. Yeah, I'm finished.